Hello and welcome to Milestone Museum. Today with me is Solomon.
Hello, everyone. I am back.
All right, so you guys know what this podcast is about. Let's jump into the 10-year anniversaries of the movies released in 2016. First up, we have The Boss, starring Melissa McCarthy. This movie was about a titan of industry trying to rebrand herself after a prison stint. I love Melissa McCarthy, but I think I missed this one. Did you
Yeah, me
catch this
too.
one?
Yeah, I missed that one too, but I do love her. She's hilarious.
She is so funny. I've watched, I think, every single movie of hers except this one, but I love her. We also have Hardcore Henry, a cult classic experimental action film shot entirely in a first-person perspective. Oh, I think I remember when that came out, and I may have watched a little bit of it, but I think I got a little too dizzy because like it's first person, like basically like the Google lenses on the sunglasses, and it's just that the whole movie, and it's just like, bro, I don't know, I got dizzy.
It's fast paced. I've seen parts of it, but it just feels like it's really fast and really in your face. But I guess that's the whole appeal. First person action. You could be the
Yeah,
stunt man.
it's something different. I mean, but we get the same thing from video games, so
Correct.
I guess it's fine. It's video games for people that don't like video games.
Right.
We also have Demolition, starring Jake Gyllenhaal as a man dealing with the aftermath of his wife's death. Seems like a good one. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a great actor.
Yeah,
I do
agreed.
got some range.
Yeah,
Moving into TV shows, we have The Girlfriend Experience, the Stars anthology series, executive produced by Steven Sobred, premiered on April 10, 2016. I don't know too many Stars shows, especially this one, but one I do love, which was Black Sails, which came out around this time, maybe a little bit before, but that one was a good one too.
that's the pirate one, right?
Yeah, that's like the only Stars show I think I've seen.
I didn't even know those stars. I thought that was HBO.
I mean, you would think, but yeah, they ended up those premium channels. They can make some really good, high quality TV shows.
Okay.
Game of Silence, the NBC thriller about childhood friends with a dark secret, premiered its pilot on April 12th, 2016. You know, isn't that kind of like Pretty Little Liars? I feel like it's NBC's version of Pretty Little Liars
Yeah, sounds
going
like
against
it.
ABC's. Yeah.
Do it.
Video games. Dark Souls 3 released internationally April 12th, 2016. It was the fastest selling game in Bandai Necro history at the time. It still is considered a masterpiece of the soul-like genre. Did you ever play Dark Souls? My
I love
coworkers
Dark
played it.
Souls 3. Dark Souls
Dark
3
Souls
is
3?
so good. It's such a
It's
hard
top
game.
tier, huh?
Yeah, it's what got me into Souls games, and it was the first video game I played that was supposed to be hard.
Uh-huh.
And usually you play a video game, you're having fun, but this game just punishes you. So every little mistake, it's just pain, and then you get addicted to it. But it's so rewarding when you finally beat a boss after going hours and hours, losing and losing.
The bosses are that hard?
Very hard. The like you hit them and you take a 10% of their health. They hit you, you die instantly.
Oh,
So
I
it's
would
really,
I
really
would probably wait. Rage quit.
oh, it's this is where a lot of those rage clips come from, is games like this. That's what Souls like is, because it's just so painfully unfair. But it is fair.
Um,
It's fair. And everyone just says skill issue, get good. The only get good.
yeah, interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Those games aren't for me.
Nope.
Maybe this one was Ratchet and Clank for the PS4, the reimagining of the original 2002 game, launched April 12th. Okay. I do like vintage games coming back to life. Like recently I was playing that the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, that was fun. Like, I remember playing that on the GameCube, and so I think this one probably be the same kind of fun.
I bet.
Music, we have The Luminaires' Cleopatra, released on April 8th. This one, of course, had the song Ophelia, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. I don't know any other songs from that album, but yeah. And we have M83 released their album Junk, the synth pop follow up to their massive 2011 success, released April 8th, 2016. You know, I don't think I've heard from M83 in a while. I don't know. Like, I think I just remember their first album, that big one, and that was really it.
I think I would need to hear their music. I bet you I've heard it, but
But I do like their synth pop style, and I feel like that launched a lot of people into that synth wave era again, like the 80s vibe. So like I'm glad that's making a comeback now, and I'm gonna be catching darker waves at Huntington Beach in November. So I'm really excited to hear a lot of the synth wave sound there. And we also have Deftones releasing their album Gore, the experimental eighth studio album of the alt metal legends. You ever listen to the Deftones?
absolutely. I love them. Yeah, they're good. I don't know. They're just got a good they have a great sound. Like Sex Tape,
They
that's a good song.
Yeah,
Rosemary, that's a good one. Ooh.
they have a unique sound for sure.
Definitely.
I've been giving them a shot lately because one of my coworkers really likes them, and I'm just like, all right, I'll give them a shot. And I'm just all like, oh, okay. I'm just all like, interesting. And you're in HR? That's a little spooky, but you know what? We'll roll with it for sure. All right, and we have for pop culture the Golden State record on April 13, 2016. The Golden State Warriors won the 73rd game of the season, breaking the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls record for most wins in an NBA season. Yeah, man, Steph Curry and Klay
Yeah.
Thompson and Draymond Green, they were going wild back then, man. They were a
Yeah, that
golden
was like
team
when
right
Steph
there.
was popping off and everyone was obsessed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Rightfully so, though.
Rightfully so. Yeah, he made a name for himself back then. Now they got the NBA playoffs going on right now, and it's been good, man. I've been loving it.
Who is it? I saw a little bit of the Sixers game. I don't know when
Oh,
that.
against the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game 7. Yeah, that was it got closer at the end, but yeah, Celtics ended up getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Moving into 2006, we have the movie The Benchwarmers, the Happy Madison production starring David Spade, Rob Schneider, and John Heater hits its 2-decade mark. Oh man, what'd you think of this movie, Solomon?
That movie was so funny. I remember when I watched it, it was hilarious. And I
I
think
like the
those
guy that was afraid of the sun. Like he wouldn't go out there. He had a little sword.
I think Rob Schneider does a good job in that movie of playing an absolute loser. Like all
He
of them
does.
play losers, but different genres of losers.
Actually, Rob Schneider, wasn't he more of the like the jock? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Losers.
yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah,
Definitely a 2000s movie, early 2000 movie
sure.
staple. We also have Take the Lead, starring Antonio Banderas, starred in this ballroom dancing drama that became a staple of mid 2000s teen cinema. I didn't know it was a staple.
Yeah,
Wasn't a staple for me, but
me.
Friends with Money, Jennifer Aniston and Catherine Keener led this indie dramedy that premiered in wide release this week. Okay, Jennifer Aniston. I think, yeah, Friends was over by then, I think. So I'm glad she would get into other stuff. And Lucky Number 11, though it was a limited star, this stylish neo-noir thriller starring Josh Hartnett and Bruce Willis, was the talk of the box office this week in 2006. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Neither have I. Video games, we have Tomb Raider Legend, released April 7th, 2000. It was hailed as the comeback of Lara Croft after several years of struggling sequels. You know, it's funny, like 20 years later on PlayStation in April, they ended up releasing Tomb Raider collection. Like there's like 3 games of Tomb Raider. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Have you ever played Tomb Raider? I don't think I've never played it, but I got it.
I don't know. I've seen my buddy play it in college. Like he would be playing it, and I'd just be walk by and watch a few. It's interesting, but I never got any of the story. But I know it's like a big name, so you got to give respect, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, I did watch part of the Angelina Jolie movie, back in 2000s when that came out. And now I think they're rebooting it with Sophie Turner
So,
from Game of Thrones.
uh-huh.
She played
That's
Sansa.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Hmm.
cool story. She's what is she, an archaeologist, right?
I think so. She's a female version of Indiana Jones. That's all this
Badass.
is. Wild. Moving into music, 2006, we have the Flaming Lips at War with the Mystics. It's an interesting name for an album. Released April 4th, 2006, the psychedelic masterpiece was a dominant new album of the week. And we have Morrissey's album, Ringleader of the Tormentors. The former Smiths frontman released this critically acclaimed album early April 2006. He too will also be at Darker Waves, which will be
Oh wow.
great, honestly. Get to hear some Smith songs. And finally, pop culture, we have WrestleMania 2022. This week was a fallout period of one of the most famous WrestleManias featuring John Cena versus Triple H. Ooh. I don't know the outcome, but I was a big Triple H fan back then, especially like DX, with him
Mhm.
and Shawn Michaels. That Attitude Era was amazing.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch WrestleMania much, but I love John Cena now. I love him in all his films that he's been in. He's pleasant to watch on the screen. He's
Yeah,
fun.
he's a great actor. I love him as Peacemaker. He's great as Peacemaker.
Right.
Going into 1996 movies, we have A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Martin Lawrence's dark comedy romance was a box office staple this week. You know, I I seen this movie and it took me a long time to like actually want to watch it, but then when I did, I was just like, "Ooh, that is like a 90s like R&B black like staple you got to watch." Cuz and it's just like sort of like the theme of love is lethal. But yeah, it's a really good movie, and there's a really good lesson in it, and it's a staple. And speaking of staples, we have James and the Giant Peach. This Disney Henry Selick stop motion classic premiered on April 12th, 1996, bringing Ronald Dahl's whimsy to life with the cutting edge of animation. James and the Giant Peach. My sister liked this movie. What about you? Yeah, you liked it?
I liked the movie. I don't know why I liked it. It's kind of weird if you watch it again. It's a little creepy. It's on the creepier end. It almost
It
feels like
is.
what's that guy's name? He does Nightmare Before Christmas. It feels like his style. I forget his name. He's a famous director. He did Coraline. He does all the stop motion. Oh my goodness. Tim Burton. It feels very
Tim
Tim.
Burton. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I
it's
was gonna
not
s
him.
I
Surprising.
knew it, yeah. Definitely stop motion is creepy, and it should stay in Tim Burton's era, like his domain, because it's creepy, Definitely, I think, yeah, it's catered towards kids, but it's catered towards like weird kids, I feel like. And I'm the weird kid. I love that. So, video games, 1996, we have Metal Slug, the legendary run and gun series celebrated its arcade debut in Japan in April 1996. Its 30-year anniversary in 2026 is expected to be a major milestone for retro gaming fans. Metal Slug. I mean, that's a cool name,
I
but
think you played
I
it
never
before.
played it.
I think
Huh?
you have. it's a pretty arcade staple where there's just a bunch of like it's like a war thing. There's a lot of little enemies coming towards you, and you have like a tank, and you're shooting them, and you're going along this thing. You've definitely played it. Selma, me, and Ed used to have it in their little arcade.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they
Let me
still
see.
do, but I remember playing it there. I think if you were to look it up, you might remember it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
But it was a fun one. That's like a good arcade, like spend 50 cents challenge. And
Oh, wow, it's evolved into a lot of different
oh,
things.
I
You
bet.
really need to search for the actual 1996.
Let's look up arcade, you know?
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, no, it does ring a bell. I don't think I ever played it.
All right. Well,
But this one I wish I did play. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, released then, This week marks 30 years of historic collaboration between Nintendo and Square that reinvented Mario for a new genre. Mario's such a staple. He's like everywhere. I feel like Mario is definitely probably king of all gaming. Like
dude,
he's
he's the new
iconic.
Mickey Mouse. In my opinion, the guy that's running, like, created Nintendo and stuff right now, like, created Mario, he's acting like Walt Disney did back when Walt Disney was doing, like, his 30s. Back in the
Hmm.
30s when he was creating Disneyland, because now he's creating Nintendo World, he's creating Pokemon Land, he's doing all these crazy things, and they have the money to do it, which is super
Yeah.
interesting. I'm drawing a comparison. Like, have you seen any of those old Walt Disney clips where he's like showcasing the future, like when he talks about the monorail for the first time?
Uh-uh.
You should
I
look
haven't
at
seen.
it's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen like actual any clips of him like I've seen like little snippets, but like not an actual like full video of him like actually talking, like seeing the man. I don't know his voice or anything like that. I know his
Yeah.
face though. Music, we have Because You Love Me by Celine Dion. The iconic ballad was spending its sixth consecutive week on top of the Billboard Hot 100. And Brooks and Dunn with their album Waiting on Sunny Days, released April. This album was this album helped define the stadium country sound of the decade. And we finally have the Grave of the 90s. This week was a heavy rotation of the Fugees, the score, which was currently reshaping the sound of hip hop and R&B worldwide. Okay. And pop culture. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. The rise of the web. In April 1996, Yahoo held its initial public offering (IPO), ugh, I can't say with these braces. Signaling sig, signaling the
Signal.
start of the dot-com boom that would define the rest of the decade.
That's kind of crazy. That wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago for it to be an IPO.
I remember my dad and like my mom, they all had yahoo.com for their email address for the longest. I'm like, why are you using Yahoo? They're like, because it was one of the first ones, like it was big. Everyone was using Yahoo back then. I was just like, oh, I don't know. I don't know too many people with at yahoo.com anymore. Do you? I
I have
feel
one
like,
still. That's what's
oh,
connected.
hey.
But I use
Yeah.
Gmail now, but for my primary,
Yeah.
way easier.
Yahoo's still staying in there, but yeah, I think Google's going out for the win.
Oh, for sure.
1986, we have the movie A Room with a View. This Merchant Ivory masterpiece starring a young Helena Bonham Carter and Daniel Day-Lewis hit U.S. theaters this week. It would eventually go on to win 3 Oscars and define a certain era of period drama. Wow, okay. Pretty cool. And Critters, the sci-fi comedy horror about fuzzy carnivorous aliens, debuted on April 11th. It was a massive home video hit that launched a 4-film franchise. Oh man, Critters, it's an interesting movie right there. I personally I haven't seen it, but I've seen the trailers and they've talked about it like my horror doc, and it was just like an evil version of Gremlins, you know? Like
That's what
Gremlins was already bad. This is worse. They had like a whole they all got together in a big ball and they would like I don't want to spoil it, but it's just a stupid funny movie that is it's fun.
it's like a cult classic now, I bet.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, yeah, and the fact that they made 4 more films. Hold on, Sydney's.
I saw her. She's getting comfortable.
Yeah. We also have the Band of the Hand. That's a cool name, that's a fun name to say, Band of the Hand, a stylish, gritty flick produced by Michael Mann, fresh off Miami Vice, about troubled teens trained by a veteran to take on a drug lord. Ooh, that actually sounds
Oh,
pretty fun.
interesting.
All right, guys, this is how you kick them in the balls. Bam. No, I'm just kidding.
Very 80s.
Very 80s. We also have Off Beat, a comedy starring Judge Reinhold as a librarian who gets caught up in a police dance competition. Okay, fun. TV shows, we have WrestleMania 2, the fallout of this massive event dominated syndicated wrestling television landscape during this week. Okay. WrestleMania 2, I doubt it was I don't think it was peak, you know, at that time, but you know, we know what it would become and for sure that was always that's what matters.
Wow.
And video games we have Arkanoid, the Tatio arcade classic was beginning its global rollout in early 1986, becoming the definitive brick breaker of the decade. And music, we have New Kids on the Block with their self-titled debut album. It was released on April 1st, 1986. This week marked 48 years since the very beginning of the boy band craze that would eventually conquer the world. New Kids on the Block, wasn't that the one with Donnie Wahlberg, or am I tripping?
I think you're right. That's both of the Wahlbergs.
What was
Mark,
that?
Marky Mark's in there too. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
he is. Yeah, Donnie, and then we have Joey McIntyre, Jordan Knight, Jonathan Knight. Oh, yeah. Right on.
You know that show? I've heard there's a HBO show that's about them, about the
Oh,
Wahlberg.
I think there is. Yeah, there was like a little
Isn't it
documentary
called,
about them.
isn't it called Entourage?
Oh, no, is it? Is
I
that what
think
Entourage is about?
I think so. I think it's about them. I think they wrote that.
Oh,
I
interesting.
could be
Yeah, because I know it was about like superstars and stuff like that,
right.
but I
I
never
think I
watched it.
could be spreading misinformation, but I think someone did tell me that before.
Oh,
I could be
interesting.
lying. You never know. Fact check me.
All right, moving into Judas Priest Turbo, released on April 14th, 1986. The hype of the synth wave controversy surrounded this album were at a fever pitch. Judas Priest. I don't think I've ever listened to any Judas Priest songs,
Me
but
neither.
yeah. And birthdays, we have Leighton Mister, star in Gossip Girl, turned 40. Whoa, happy birthday. And pop culture, we have Halley's Comet on April 11th, 1986. Halley's Comet made its closest approach to Earth during its 20th century visit. It was a massive global event, though notably dimmer than previous appearances. Every time I think of Halley's Comet, I think of the movie The Hangover, in that scene when they're in the car and they're taking the tiger back to Mike Tyson, and I'm just like, "Hey, is today Halley's Comet?" And they're like, "No." And
Yeah.
then the tiger wakes up and destroys their car, but yeah.
The next time Halley's Comet comes is in 2061. That's crazy.
Man, that's a long time.
It has a huge orbit, so we'll only see it once in our lifetime.
Yeah. or six in our 60s.
If we
Okay,
make it,
well,
if we make it.
yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna try to see you, Haley. That's my comment right there. And we have the debut of 120 Minutes, MTV's legendary alternative music program. 120 Minutes premiered on April 10th, 1986, changing how the entire generation discovered underground and indie music. Right on. This is the pioneer of SoundCloud right here. No, I'm just kidding. I was never into SoundCloud, but I probably would have been into 120 minutes though. That'd be pretty cool. Movies, 1976, we have All the President's Men, released April 9th, starring Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman. This definite definitive political thriller about the Watergate scandal remains a masterclass in investigative journalism on screen. Man, Watergate, that's I feel like the equivalent of Watergate now would be like the Epstein files. Like everybody just can't stop freaking talking about it, just
All
driving
right,
me
yeah.
insane.
But I think Watergate hails in comparison to the Epstein files, truthfully.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because that actually I think had really strong impact, whereas the
Right.
files are just
They're just there, even though it should have a huge
it's
impact.
there, yeah. We have the Bad News Bears, released April 7th. The sub version of the inspirational sports movie became an instant classic and sequel for 70s grit meets comedy. Okay. And Family Plot, released April 9th. This marked the final film directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Watching it 50 years later serves as a tribute to the master of suspense legendary career. Alfred Hitchcock, what a G.
Yeah, that's kinda crazy.
Mm-hmm. And video games, we have Death Race, released in 1876 by Exidy. This arcade game is famous for sparking the first major controversy over video game violence due to its gameplay involving running over stick figure gremlins. Its 50th anniversary marks the start of the debate that still continues today. I mean, just wait till GTA 6 comes out, it's gonna be crazy. Oh man, are you excited for GTA 6? Do you
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
do you think if they're gonna stick with their date, they're not gonna extend it no more?
No, they're probably still gonna extend it, and I hope they do. I think, game companies that take their time and don't rush and take the time to create something that people want, it's better.
Uh-huh.
It's like working out all the bugs so when they start, because 'cause there's been a lot of games in the recent years where they just have a date and they release it and it's full of bugs, the game's unplayable and everyone's mad and they just spent, 70 bucks. That's a good amount of a paycheck now to just
Mhm.
play a game you can't even play. So I hope
Yeah.
when this game does come out that they take their time and it's worth the money
Yeah,
because
that's a
it's
good take.
expensive.
Yeah, if anybody in the comments put a game where they released it too soon and there's so many bugs, put it in the comments, I'm curious to know which games should have taken their time, like GTA 6. Moving into music for 1976, we have Disco Lady by Johnny Taylor. This track was #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the first ever single to be certified platinum. I remember the song specifically in an episode of That 70s Show when Eric and Donna were on a date and the waiter comes up, they're like, "Would you like a Long Island iced tea?" And Donna's like, "Oh, tea, yeah, for sure." And Eric's like, "I'll just take a water." And all of a sudden, Donna starts acting crazy. She's like, "Sing the song." And he's all like, "Move it in, move it out." She's like, "Yeah." She's all drunk and stuff. It was so funny.
Well, that '70s show is so
Disco
funny.
lady.
What a good show.
Yeah, it was a great show. And moving into 50th birthdays, we have Candace Cameron Bure, aka DJ Tanner from Full House, turned 50. And Kevin Alejandro from Lucifer and True Blood, also turning 50. Happy birthday. Moving into 1966 music, we have Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night. Sinatra recorded this legendary track April 11th. It would go on to become one of his most recognizable number one hits. I love that song. Strangers in the night,
Mhm.
two lonely people. Yeah, it was a great song. And finally, we have 60th birthdays with Robin Wright from Princess Bride and House of Cards, and Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City. Did you ever watch Sex and the City?
No, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Would you give it a shot?
Hell yeah, give me some wine
Yeah.
and some popcorn, and I'll have a gals night, and we'll watch Sex and
Hey, yeah.
be fun.
If I ever want a gals night, I'm throwing on like a early 2000s rom-com. Like give me How to Lose Guy in 10 Days or He's Not That Into You. I recently watched Double Wears Prada because Double Wears Prada 2 is
Me
coming
too.
out. And I'm just like, okay, well, I could see why you got a sequel. Okay. I was expecting something a little different, but like I was expecting her to be like, all right, I'm gonna go make my own fashion company. Did not happen. I was like, okay, we'll see what the second one has in store.
That was a good one. I just watched it 2 days ago, I think, the part 1, and I've seen it before, but
Hmm.
that was the second time watching it, and man, Meryl Streep, what a great actress. She is
Yeah.
insanely good.
I think she could have done a really good Cruella de Vil.
Oh, dude, she
Yeah. But we
totally
got
could.
Glenn Close, which is great too. So yeah, she did a great job. But
I mean, we got, Emma Stone doing Cruella. That was a really
yeah,
good movie if you
yeah.
haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen that one.
You should
I
watch
don't
it.
know.
That's
Fashion
really
movies just don't do it for me. I don't know. I get a little scared. I'm just like, I'm not really that into fashion, obviously, so I'm just all
nice.
like,
A good one. If that's a good
gotta
fashion
give it
movie.
a try. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll give it a try. Pop culture for 1966, we have the Time cover. April 8th, Time magazine published its famous controversial Is God Dead cover, which sparked a massive national debate and remains one of the most iconic magazine covers in history. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. I Googled it, and now I look at that one. I've seen that before.
you have?
Yeah, the picture of the cover,
I'm checking it out right now.
that is pretty bold of them to put that just in big
Oh,
red text.
yeah.
They're
That's
trying to stir shit up. Come on, you don't do that
I
without trying to stir shit up.
Hey, maybe sales were down and they're like, you know what, we need something big and like to get people's attention. And somebody in the room said, let's do this. And they're like, yeah. And so
I mean,
it
it's
worked,
pretty
I
smart
guess.
marketing.
They got a yeah. And they're still in business today. So go
Oh, yeah.
time. And we also have California Angels. The team's new home, Anaheim Stadium, officially opened its first regular season game on April 9th against the Chicago White Sox. Okay. All right. Baseball season in full effect. Are you watching? Do you like baseball?
I like baseball, but I haven't watched anything yet. I
Yeah.
just never watch sports because I have to go to the bar to watch sports because I don't pay for anything,
Oh,
and I it's that's just bad
but
news.
that's probably better though, because then you can
Yeah, it's
learn from the fans right there, and you'd be like, "Hey, what does that mean?" You know?
right. And it's more fun watching with people that actually give a and they're just screaming and having a little brewski.
You're like, I'm not watching the game to watch the game. I'm watching the game to watch you, your reactions, man. I did the same with my dad in 49er games. Moving into 1956, we have the invention of videotape. On April 14, 1956, Ampex demonstrated the first practical videotape recorder at a convention in Chicago. Before this, almost everything on TV was live or filmed on expensive motion picture stock. This changed the medium forever. Oh, cool.
That's really cool.
And we have the $64,000 challenge. This spin-off of the massive hit, the $64,000 question, premiered on April 8th, 1956. It helped kick off the big money game show craze that would eventually lead to famous quiz shows scandals. Why? I wonder why specifically $64,000. Like, Why? Why not just like 65 or just straight 60, 50? Like, why 64? That's such a unique number to go for.
It's a lot of money though. I'd take
It's a lot of money.
$64,000 right now. I
Yeah. I wonder what the equivalent of that is today. Let's see.
What year is it?
$64,000
In 1950s?
equivalent,
Probably a lot. Yeah, what's the inflation rate on that? That's gonna be crazy to think.
roughly. Oh, I didn't put the year. My bad. Wow. Ooh. $64,000 in 1956 is equivalent to approximately $776,000 today. Woo!
That's a big win.
Yeah. I'll definitely take that. Man, you could buy maybe 2 houses with that kind of money.
Well, I could pay off my house.
Yeah. Or moving to a better one. Yeah, shoot. That'd be amazing. I'll take that. I'll take
Uh,
$64,000 in 1956.
we
Shoot, I'll take $64,000 right
right
now.
now, we could put it down and we'd
That's a lot
buy
of money then, it's a lot of money now.
dude, I'd move back home, we buy El Toro and turn it back into Video Planet.
Hey, dude, I'll manage the pizza, you manage the games. Nah. All right. 70th birthdays, we have Andy Garcia, on April 12th, star in Godfather Part 2 and Ocean's 11. He was also in I remember seeing him in that one movie, Ghostbusters, one with the girls. He was like the mayor, and he's like, "Don't ever compare me to the mayor in Jaws," you know? He's great. And we also have Christopher Darden, the famous prosecutor in the O.J. Simpson trial, and Sebastian Sprang, renowned visual artist, birthday on April 6th. Okay, cool. Pop culture 1956, we have the first Kentucky Derby Festival. The very first week-long celebration of the Kentucky Derby was held in April 1956. By 2026, this tradition will officially hit its 70th year. Wow. That'd be pretty cool to go to the Derby. I love seeing all those big hats. It's kind of sad they don't do horse races here in Fresno anymore. That'd be cool to see those again, but
Yeah. No, I have a
it
friend
happens.
actually. Here's a crazy thing. I can't say her
Mhm.
name, but one of my best friends out here, her dad breeds champion horses that race in the Kentucky Derby. So she's like secretly a millionaire and she hasn't told any of us besides me and Allie, but so she's secretly like super rich and all of us are out here struggling. But it's pretty interesting. So,
Y- She's only told you guys got to look at her every time you guys go out to dinner and be like, you got it, right?
oh, she definitely has. There's been times where she's like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, "Okay."
We believe you. You got it. Shoot. Thank you.
But it's pretty I know someone who's directly connected to all this high society horse racing.
That's awesome. And it's cool that it's lasted. Everybody's all still into horses. I feel like
Yeah,
that's one thing that hopefully will probably like never die is like horse racing.
I don't think it
It's such
will.
a it's yeah, it's been around forever. And moving into 1946, the movie The Years Between, released on April 3rd, 1946. This British drama starring Michael Redgrave was a major topic in the 15th week of the year. It's poignantly depicted a soldier returning home to find his wife had moved on, reflecting the real life struggles of post-war families. Man, yeah. I'm watching MASH, and there's always like an episode or two in every season where one of the guys gets like a Dear John letter. You know what that is?
Yeah,
Yeah. Dear John, I found somebody else. Bye, babe.
yeah.
I
It's
was
like
just like,
I
honestly, I would take a Dear John letter over being ghosted in 2026, man. It's a struggle out here. But moving into technology, 1946, we have the color TV test on April 12th, 19. CBS successfully transmitted a Technicolor short film via coaxial cable from Manhattan to Washington, D.C. and back. This 332-kilometer trip was a massive milestone in the development of color broadcasting. Man, imagine if we didn't have color TVs and everything. I mean, it'd be cool, you know. You could still see everything, but I don't know. Color is something special.
Yeah, no, color's insane. I mean, we still can't even capture the full spectrum, which is crazy. Like, I could look outside and even our IMAX cameras can't capture some of this.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's so hard. Just colors, light, it's light. The problem is light. Light is ever changing.
Uh-huh.
If you go to the wrong spot where there's so many little shadows, camera can only do so much. And that's why IMAX looks so great because IMAX is trying to do that. But the next question is
Hmm.
what's after IMAX? What's going to be the best visual experience, or have we capped out?
Isn't it like 4K or like 8K, all that kind of
I
stuff?
mean, IMAX is 32K,
Oh, it's 32. Well, I guess we go up to 64.
right? But that's just
I don't know
pixels.
why we go by eights, but or fours, but
It's a math ratio.
oh, okay. Oh, because like four squares,
How many
two by
pixels.
two.
It's how many pixels you're seeing on a screen.
Okay, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, we'll see what we get into. Maybe we need to go. Maybe we need to start going into like dimensions. You know, like holograms,
That
like in Star
oh,
Wars. That'd be
like in
pretty
Disneyland?
cool.
Wait, did you know Rise of the Resistance? Have you seen the hologram they
Yeah,
have in there? That thing's actually pretty sick, where Ray's
it
talking to you.
is. Yeah, Kylo Ren. I went on that for the first time, and shout out to the Disney cast member who let us go into the fast lane because we don't want to pay for it. And she's like, "It's just the three of you. Come on in." I was like, "Hey, thank you."
Dude, what a good ride.
Best day ever.
Dude, that one made me feel like I was in Star Wars.
Yeah, they need to do more stuff like that there for sure. It just sucks that it kind like everything at Disneyland, it breaks down too much. It's
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, you're in line, and all of a sudden, damn, it broke down. And they're like, oh, it's back up. Oh, damn, it broke down again, you know?
Dude, here's a
It sucks.
conspiracy about that. I think they do that on purpose to get people out of lines
And they
because they
better
know
not.
you think about it, look, there's so many people in this, and there's some people just won't get on the ride, so they're gonna just fake break it down, so people will leave
Uh-huh.
line and they could get traffic to other spots of the park.
I
So they
guess, but
stop.
that sucks for like me. That happened to me on Indiana Jones, and like me and the fam were right there on the ride, ready to go. And we're like, we're buckled in, let's go. And then they're like, oh, ride's closed down. Please leave. We'll give you a fast pass. And I'm just like, bro, we just
Right,
waited all that time.
that sucks. That's the problem with Disneyland. How do you fix that? That's the next question they should be asking that. You're
You
right.
fix it by going to Universal Studios or Six Flags. That's my answer.
Less money and more fun.
Yeah. There we go. And other technology, 1956, oh sorry, 46, we have the snooper scope revealed. This week, 1946, the U.S. Army publicly revealed the existence of snooper scope or sniper scope, early infrared night vision devices used in war. The public was fascinated by this see in the dark technology. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I didn't think it was that old. I thought it
I
was
didn't either.
like it had to be developed at some point.
Uh-huh.
80th birthdays, we have Jane Asher on April 5th, who was a famous muse and fiance of Paul McCartney in the 60s. Ooh. And we have Stan Winston on April 7th, the visual effect legend behind Jurassic Park, Terminator, and Aliens. And that's a legend right there, through and through. Without him, those movies, yeah, they probably wouldn't have been as great. So thank you, Stan Winston. Happy birthday. And Catfish Hunter, famous MLB fame pitcher, birthday on April 8th. Pop culture flashback. We have the League of Nations dissolves. On April 8th, 1946, the League of Nations met for the final time in Geneva. Its transition powers to the newly formed United Nations. This marks 80 years since the official shift towards modern global diplomacy.
That's cool.
The time of peace after all those world wars.
Yeah, no, that's like just right after World War II, so it must have been real crazy, and everyone's like
Mhm.
recovering because World War II, we lost so many people.
Yeah,
You know,
not
my
good.
girlfriend's been to Geneva, Switzerland, and it's beautiful. The pictures I've
Oh,
seen of
really?
the spot, it was a gorgeous town.
Ooh, road trip. Actually, that's not even, you can't get there by road. The trip.
That's the place you should look into. Switzerland's really expensive, but it's gorgeous.
Oh, okay. Maybe. We'll see. Moving into 1936, we have Small Town Girl, released April 10th, 1936, starring Janet Gaynor and Robert Taylor, with a young James Stewart in a supporting role. Okay, it's a classic rich boy meets girl romantic comedy of the era. That's like every girl's dream, you know? Oh, I found a rich man. I'm good for life.
Dude, my
I wonder
dreams
if they'll ever do rich girl meets boy. You know, did they ever have those kind of
rich
movies?
yeah. Wait, rich girl meets boy?
Yeah, poor boy. Yeah. And the
That was
dad probably doesn't approve.
Crazy Rich
Huh?
Asian Crazy Rich
Crazy
Asians.
Rich Asians?
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh,
No, 'cause he's rich and she's not.
okay. So that's what this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if they make rich girl meets poor boy movies,
The
but
proposal.
no,
Oh, wait,
no.
no,
He was a rich boy.
he's a rich boy too.
Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah. They don't make those movies. So that's a,
That's a
that's a
good
movie
point.
idea right there. That'd be a good one. We also have A Message to Garcia. Also released April 10th, this historical war drama starred Wallace Beery and Barbara Stanwyck, based on the famous 1899 essay. Okay. And The Moon's Our Home on April 10th, featuring Margaret Sullivan and Henry Fonda. It was a notable entry in the screwball comedy genre that dominated the mid 1930s. Okay, I gotta look something up real quick. Henry Fonda. Is that the father of Jane Fonda?
Might be. Nepo baby.
She sure is. Mm-hmm.
Nepo baby alert.
Whoop whoop. Nepo baby alert. Jane Fonda is a Nepo baby. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what you should
No,
add.
she's earned her way. She's done good. I like Jane Fonda.
That'd be a funny thing to add to your episodes, is a little alarm. Nepo baby.
Nepo baby alert. We found their parents. Oh, that's funny. All right. And we also have Desire starring Marlon Dietrich and Gary Cooper. This sophisticated romantic comedy was in high rotation at the theaters. 90th birthdays, we have Charles Napier, the iconic character known for The Silence of the Lambs and Rambo. And John Madden would have been 90 as well. Oh,
Wow.
RIP John Madden. What a great guy.
Mhm.
Honestly, he's like my inspiration. Like me, he never got on an airplane. He just rode the coast and the roads. You know, and so he's like, "What's an airplane? I don't need that." So I'm like, right there with you, John Madden. I never done it either, but I will eventually. But yeah, what a
Yeah.
amazing coach there.
Mhm.
And moving into 1926, we have the Media, the Book of the Month Club. In April 1926, this cultural institution mailed its first selection to members. It would go to shape American literature taste for a century. Have you ever been part of a book club?
I'm in a
Like
movie club, but not a book club. It's kind of the same
book
thing,
club?
though.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it's kind of same thing, different mediums. Yeah.
It's just this, but it's fun. I know a lot of people in book clubs up here, though, that they all choose a book they're gonna read, and then they come and talk about it after they're done, and then have like a wine night. Really, it's just a bunch of girls drinking wine and talking about the book, and then having it's just an excuse to hang out, though. That's really what it is, and that's kind of what movie clubs become for us. We're watching The Hunger Games now, but we're just going through every single one.
Oh, all of them? Are you also gonna do a ballad of song birds and snakes
No, I don't
like
think
your
so.
prequel?
I think we're just gonna do the original because we did Twilight first. That was our first movie club thing, so we did the entire series of Twilight. That was so fun.
Oh, dang.
And next is Pirates.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Now, you
But
just gonna do the trilogy, or you gonna do also Dead Men Tell No Tales?
I think we might do that one, but I don't know. We'll see what they think. We're still have a lot of ways to
Okay.
go. So tomorrow actually is movie night, movie
Oh,
club.
there we go.
We're
I'll
hosting.
be watching The Devil Wears Prada too, so
Yeah,
we'll
good
see how that
luck.
goes. And we also have the first commercial flight on April 6, 1926. Varney Airlines, a predecessor to United Airlines, made its first flight. This marks 100 years of commercial aviation industry. Wow. I would be so scared. I
Yeah,
I'm scared to get on it now. I can't imagine being one of the first people to be on a commercial flight. Heck no.
it's interesting being on a plane. It's not scary, but I get it. It is kinda scary when you think about it. You're going so fast, you're way up there, and only 2 guys know how to land the thing.
Yeah. That and lands is a fun word. You're really just crashing back down.
And it's landing. You slow down, and
I guess, yeah.
it feels like a
Um,
roller coaster. You're just like, boom.
roller coaster? I do like roller coasters though. And video games. Oh, sorry. No. Let me back to that. All right. And we're going into games. 1926, we have Contact Bridge. The specific variation of bridge was just beginning to sweep the high society circles of New York and London in 1926, following its invention by Harold Vanderbilt later late in the previous year. Okay. I never played bridge. That's like a card game, right?
It should be a card game, but I've never played it.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun, you're learning a new fad. Be like, "Ooh, how do we play this game?" You know?
I
I
bet.
mean, I guess we do that now, but like, yeah. And we also have the Crossword Mania on April 26th. The first major crossword puzzle craze had fully gripped the public, with daily newspapers starting to make them a permanent fixture. That'd be pretty cool to like go through the history of crosswords, like you'd be like a genius in words, because you know all the definitions. I can't do crosswords now. I'm like, there's so many words that I don't know. And I'm not good at crosswords. Give me a word search. I love a word search.
Do you play, the New York Times, apps?
Wordle?
Yeah, there's
I play
Wordle.
Wordle. I love Wordle, man. I go
Wordle's tough.
crazy. Huh?
I think Wordle's kinda tough sometimes.
It is pretty tough. But this week I got it in two
Dude,
I got
nice.
it out of in 2 words. I was like, dang. I did my usual first word, which is radio, because there's 3 vowels in it,
That's a
and
good
then I
one.
did the next one, and boom, I was locked in. I was like, "Dang, it was Croc. I'm the guy. I got it."
I like the connections game, where it gives you the 4 words, like a list of different words, and you're trying to make all of those words connect with like a
Oh, yeah, yeah, let me play that one. I seen a TV show like that back in, like, the '70s. It looked cool. Moving into the 100th birthdays, we have some dogs in this category. Here we go. We got Hugh Hefner, would have been 100 years old, founder of Playboy. And we also have Shecky Green, legendary Las Vegas comedian. I just got back from Las Vegas. It's so fun. And we also have Jack Brabham, 3-time Formula One world champion, would have been 100 years old. And also Annie McCarthy, who was a sci-fi author of the Dragon Riders of Pern series. But yeah, that's so a lot of people turning 100 years old in
mhm.
this week. Right on. Pop culture, we have the Stanley Cup on April 9th, 2006. The Montreal Maroons defeated the Victorian Cougars to win the Stanley Cup, marking the last time a non-NHL team competed for the trophy. I didn't
Wow.
know hockey was this old.
I didn't
That's
either.
interesting. Like, they didn't have gazebos back then, did they?
Oh, Zambonis?
Oh, sorry.
Gazebos.
Yes, Zamboni's gazebo. I don't know why. See, I can't do crosswords. I do not know definitions. I can't.
No, it was
But
just
yeah,
cold. Like, I mean, that's why it was so big up north, like Canada. It's cold up here,
yeah.
dude. It's
I
frozen,
guess
so
I guess they're just doing it on frozen lakes back then, because they didn't have like
I
arenas. They're just right down frozen lakes. Like, let's skate, yo.
yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty cool. Oh, we have the first Ford Model T in Germany on April 8th, 1926. The first Ford T was assembled in Germany, signaling a global expansion of the automobile revolution. Cool, cool. Movies, we have the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Talk about that iconic game. guy. You know, look at him now. We got the movies going on. Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you
I
like it?
watched. I would say it wasn't that great in my opinion. I like the first one better. This one was
The first
whatever.
one is way better. Yeah.
It
No,
was kind of whatever. I went there to eat popcorn, really. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel like this one was just there to just promote like all the other different characters that
Totally.
were coming into the universe. But I'm just like, why don't you guys just do a Smash Bros movie already? You
Right.
know,
No, I heard
everybody gets
someone.
their own little movie, and then you guys bring them all like the Avengers. You know,
Right.
I
No,
think that'd
I
be a
heard
great theme.
someone describe it as like jangling keys in front of you. Oh, look what's coming.
Yeah, it's just like don't tease me, just give it to
Literally.
me, okay?
Yeah. Right.
You
Give it to me,
gotta
please.
do that. We also have Fuse, an intensive heist thriller starring Aaron Taylor Johnson on April 10th. And TV shows, we have Malcolm in the Middle, Life's Still Unfair. Oh man, I loved it. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't
It was
yet.
only 4 episodes, but it brought everybody back from the cast. That's still alive. There's a few deaths here and there, but it was great seeing everybody. And like when they were there, it's just like, man, it's yeah, time passed. Everybody looks older and everything, but still like that chemistry's gold still. It's like they didn't skip a beat. And I was like, this was great. I
I
wish
don't
they'd keep doing stuff like this.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched too much Malcolm in the Middle. I watch more Everybody Hates Chris, believe it or not, which they're kind of similar shows in a way, you know?
They are. Yeah, like the same family dynamic,
Right.
but yeah.
Way different
And
shows for
dude,
sure.
Christopher Masterson, man, that guy looks good. I don't know. That man doesn't age. I don't know how he does it, but talk about good genes, bro. What a guy.
Got him.
And we have The Testament on Hulu, the sequel series to The Handmaiden Tale, based on Margaret Atwood's novel. Had a first 3 episode release. And we also have Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord, a new animated focus on the fan favorite Sith Lord, premiered on Disney Plus April 6th. I've been watching this. It's so good.
Is it the like kind of taking place after the Clone Wars, like during Clone Wars era? Like,
It's after Order 66,
sure.
and it's when like the Empire's starting up, and Maul just escaped the Ahsoka Tano, you know, in
Yeah.
that last season of Star Wars, The
Mhm.
Clone Wars, and he's trying to get his power back. So yeah,
Okay. That
it's
seems
been a
like a
good
good spot.
watch. I've been enjoying it.
Is it the same style of animation as Rebels or Clone Wars?
It's Clone Wars, but there's a little more definition to it. Like the lightsabers look a little more like they're not as clean. It's a little more rugged,
Okay.
and everything just looks a little more dirty. And I love it. Like the aesthetic of the show is amazing.
Okay. Cool.
Video games, we have Tomodachi Life, living on the dream. Nintendo launched the next gen evolution of its quirky life sims on the Switch 2 for this week. Okay, I never played that one before.
Me neither.
And we have Pragmata, Capcom's long-delayed mysterious sci-fi action game finally saw the global release on April 10th on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Music, we have Foo Fighters releasing their album Your Favorite Toy on April 10th with the single Asking for a Friend. And Metric released an album Romanticizing the Drive. The Canadian synth rock icons released their new LP this week. And Ringo Starr from the Beatles released his album Long, Long Road, a new project featuring high profile collaborations. For
Cool.
pop culture events, there was Coachella 2026, the world's most famous musical festival, kicked off its first weekend on April 10th. And America 250 kickoff in California and several other states for the first family concerts events began this week to mark the official countdown to the United States 250th anniversary in July. I
250 is
wonder which
old.
date that is going to be. I'm
I
just
know.
kidding.
Who
Well,
knows?
it's July 4th. You know anybody that went to Coachella?
Not this year. I usually know a few people, but I don't think anyone. I know, went this year.
Yeah, I didn't go, but if maybe one day we'll go. We'll see.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever see myself going to Coachella. I hear it's kinda whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why do I wanna go
I guess we'll just have to go for ourselves to determine. No.
I got if I'm gonna go to the desert, I'm gonna go to the desert and go get lost over there and be like a
Oh,
different
you're
kind of desert
crazy.
trip, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say I wouldn't wanna go that close to summer. I'm just afraid it'll be too hot there,
Well,
but
it's gonna be dreadfully hot, and there's not gonna be enough water, and there's gonna be tons of people, and it's so expensive.
yeah.
That's why I don't wanna go. I mean, just to see what? 2 artists that I might like, but I don't know. I'm too in the indie sphere to like anyone, though, to be there, which sucks. It sucks
Dang.
for me.
Yeah, yeah, true that. Alright, well, that's the end of our show. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a good one.